All right, have and have not fans. I've gotten this question a lot over the years. I think I've done a video on this, but it's definitely been a while ago. Really, just a simple question. Jeremy, we got Tyler Perry writing the show and everything. Should he be in the haves and the have-nots? And I think that I remember at one time there was a very strong rumor going around that Tyler Perry was going to be in the haves and the have-nots as like an attorney or a lawyer or something along those lines. This was around the time. This was after Amanda had died. This is when we were still having a lot of scenes at the Sarandon Hotel, not the Artesian Hotel. Maggie Day was still in the picture and everything. I guess the best way to summarize this is this was around the time that Oscar was in the show, first introduced, and Candace was at a point where she was getting super annoying for a lot of fans, myself included. This was her trying to say like, truck in the parking lot. Okay, it's gone. Basically, this was around the time where she kept saying, I want to go see Jim. I just want to go pay my condolences. Basically, for a lack of a better phrase, just start some shit. And, Maggie and David were trying to say, don't do that. All you're going to do is set him off. And this is an emotional time for the Cryer family. But no, she's like, fine, if you don't want me to go see Jim, why don't you set up an appointment for me to get a job interview at a local law firm? And I think one of the episode titles like Candace Young Esquire or something like that. I think that's pretty much a legal name or something. But in any case, remember that they actually set it up so Candace could have a fake office to fool Benny. And that's when Benny believed she had a legit job, because they actually did a good job of, making it so it looked like she had an office at that law firm. Then Benny goes back like a day or so later, and Candace's name is gone, and then there are people in the office that obviously aren't her, so he was shocked at that as well. And this was after she extorted the $7.4 million. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because in that law firm, I forgot the exact name of it. I know like Chandler, Melrose, and several other fans know the name off the top of their head, but they said the name a few times. Basically, it was thought that Tyler Perry would be portraying one of the people at that law firm, which I thought would have been very appropriate. So to be completely honest, if Tyler Perry were to make a cameo or even a reoccurring role or something like that in the series, I would love for him to be in a position like that where he would be a lawyer. I mean, I would take it even further than that. I think he should portray Brian from the Medea's franchise. You know how Tyler Perry plays Brian, not Joe, not Medea, not Heathrow, but Brian. I think that would be pretty cool. I know if Brian shows up, then eventually Medea would have to kind of show up, because it would be like a wink and a nod to the audience that, hey, the haves and the have-nots and then the Medea universe are actually connected to each other. That would be pretty funny, just like Eddie popping up in the Medea family funeral movie. Kind of a wink and a nod to, wait a minute, there's a guy named Eddie and he's a cop in the Medea franchise, hinting that if loving you is wrong does exist in that universe. I'm just saying, we live in the days of cinematic universes. Why not do the same with the TV shows? That's all I'm saying. It's kind of like, why don't they put the Netflix superhero Marvel series characters into the MCU? Ownership rights, all the other bull crap. So Tyler Perry owns his own content. Why can't you connect Veronica to Medea, or Candace to Alex, or Cora to Hannah, and things like that? I mean, he can, because he's Tyler Perry. He owns all his own stuff. So I'm just saying. But with that being said, if Tyler Perry were to portray a role in the haves and the have-nots, I think one of these lawyer roles would be appropriate. But heck, I mean, he's rolling out the carpet for all these government presidential figures. So maybe Tyler Perry will pop up as a senator or congressman or something. I don't know. It would be pretty interesting, to say the least. Maybe Tyler Perry will portray his perspective, or the country's perspective, of some of the government officials, given the fact that the Oval is going to be heavily, well, he did say the show, the Oval, won't be a political show. It will be showing like the behind the scenes of people in a political setting. So that makes sense. I mean, well, it wouldn't surprise me if Tyler Perry wouldn't pop up in one of his own new shows coming on BET, but he has made it clear that since the BET deal and everything, he's spending way more time behind the scenes rather than in front of the camera, because literally that's where the money is. But that's why he's bringing Medea back, because people want it back. So I mean, I will say this. If you want to start a mini movement, we can just go on Twitter or whatever. Look, I'm not going to lie. I know this is completely off subject, but I hate what they've done with Twitter. It looks ridiculous. I just went on there last night. I mean, I was wanting to see what people had to say about that god awful Cats trailer, and then Twitter's literally shifted. I'm like, oh my gosh. So, I mean, if you want to tweet Tyler Perry to say, hey man, what if you were in the haves and the have-nots? What role would you play? Personally, I think a lawyer or attorney or something would be very appropriate for him. Imagine Veronica and then Tyler Perry's, or possibly Brian, Tyler Perry in the courtroom going against each other. That would be pretty good. Like, don't get me wrong, Tyler Perry is all he's cool in his roles and whatnot, but I don't know if he could stand up against Veronica unless he breaks characters. Like, if you want to keep your job, you're going to lose this court case. I was joking, but that's the only way I can literally see him beating Veronica in a case like that. So with that being said, those are my 2 cents when it comes to Tyler Perry playing a role. Honestly, I wouldn't be against it. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And again, I might actually tweet Tyler Perry myself today after I finish recording. Like, hey man, why don't you pop up in an episode of The Haves and the Have-Nots? You're still in Atlanta filming. I know you can write yourself a role in 2 shakes of lamb's tail, so go for it. So once again, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you just saw, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, or if you have anything you would like to add to the video, make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you want to keep up with me on social media, go to the description box. All of my links for social media are right there. Also, if you feel like you would like to donate to the channel, make sure to click on the link to PayPal. Any amount helps. $1, $5, $20. As a full-time YouTuber, any support from my fans really does mean a lot to me. Finally, make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you're kept up to date on any new content I post to the channel. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in the next video.